Hello everyone, my greetings from Shanxi province in China. And today we are in another brand new brewery fabricated by us and installed by us too. Everything just completed and everything is ready for the brewing. So here I want to introduce to everyone here how our system looks like and how the system is working. So let's make the step one for the introduction. Let's go. So right now we are at the malt unit here, and my left side is a greased case which is used for the storage of the barley malt, and my back side is a malt mill, so we use a double roller dry milling, and my right side is a greased hopper for storage of the milled malt. And the whole malt unit is actually consists of two different circulation. So this part is the number one circulation for the connection of the malt mill and the greased case here. And left side is from the greased hopper to the pre-measure above the mash tun. From this part, it's a very basic platform for holding the malt. And you can use the forklift holding the whole pallet malt, keep it here, and do the barley malt feeding manually to the greased case here. And from bottom to the malt mill here, we use the chain disc conveyor, and we have the hose transport in closed circulation. So we have the malt being transferred to the malt mill, and by the time of the malt milling, we also have the second conveyor system here for transporting the milled malt to the greased hopper here. And actually we have both the greased case and the greased hopper designed for the malt amount used for one brew. And the brewer can choose to prepare the malt before the brewing day. This is the way for helping saving some time. So after the malt unit, and the next step is the brew house. And right now I am just on the platform of the brew house unit here. As you can see from here, we have the next conveyor for the milled malt extended to the pre-measure here, just above the mash tun. So here is the number one vessel. We have in total 5 vessels for the whole brew house unit. And after the mash tun, next one is lauter, and here is an industrial touch screen for the control of the whole brew house unit. But of course we have another set of computer in the control room. So here, lauter, after lauter is the water sink, and this one is a buffer tank. Next one is our kettle, and the smaller vessel here, this is for adding the hops during the boiling process. And the last vessel is the vapor tank, just the final step before the water cooling. Back to the mash tun again, and here, as you remember, this is the pre-measure for mixing the water and the milled malt for mashing. So we have the pneumatic gate valve for closing or opening to control the malt flow. And here, this part with the pneumatic butterfly valve and also the diaphragm valve here for the water flow control for mixing the malt. So this is the whole vessel, and this is the bigger manhole, and inside, just below the glass, we have kind of steel fence for the protection. And also with the manhole together, we have another sensor for for alarming. So when we have the vessel working or with hot liquid inside, you are not allowed to open the one way. This is for protection. And for the production of all these 5 vessels, and we do the outcladding fully seamless polishing. So for when you are looking at the vessel, you cannot see the welding joint or the polishing line. And here, the stack pipe, for the better cleaning, we also have one extra piping going there. It's a spray ball inside also for the cleaning. And with this touch screen here, this is is installed on platform, so it's mainly for the necessary easier operation when you are having less people and you are not able to reach the control room below the platform. Here we have the small control box. Actually, this is one for each vessel. So we have the emergency button. This knob is for the vessel light control, and this one is for switching the control here or inside the control room. So with the water tank here, this is somehow wider because the client here, they want to do sometimes higher gravity beer. So we make it wider for the better lottering process control. It's a pity because right now we cannot open the one way because the mechanical unit inside is working. So we will see more details under the platform later. And here, this is a plate installed on the cylinder, and this is actually for taking after the filter plate when necessary for the cleaning. So the next one here is our water sink. The water sink is here, and this is actually our normal design for the bigger brew house. So you can see two sample valves here, and we use the two valves for taking the sample separately from the lottering process and the boiling process. And here is the slurry barrel for the plate testing. And the next one here is the buffer tank. When you have different brews ongoing together and you want to make full use of the brew house unit, so you can choose to transfer the work of the next brew from lottering process to the buffer tank here for the short time storage. The boiling vessel here looks more complicated because firstly, the place where the brewery is with a higher altitude. So when we have the water or the water boiling, here it's like 98 degrees. So we make this the brewing vessel here working under pressure. So that's why you look that the vessel is somehow complicated. So the manway is the pressure manway, and the unit above the vessel is also more complicated because we need to create the pressure for boiling process. And here is the hops dosing vessel. So every time you want to add the hops, you don't need to open the vessel because when you have the hot or sometimes the boiling water inside the kettle, it's dangerous. So just put the hops inside, close that, then you leave that to the computer for the hops dosing. And for the whirlpool tank here, because this is just for whirlpool, so the bottom of the vessel is flat, but with a very, very small slope. And what's more important at the bottom part, we will see later, because we have the extra mixer of the kind of spring nozzle inside the vessel for the better draining after the whirlpool process. So now we are under the platform of the brew house. I want to start from the water mixing station here, and this part is actually the water mixing station for the mash tun. So here we have two water lines, one for brew water, one for hot water coming from the water station, and here two pneumatic valves for the flow control. Here two check valve, two regulating valve. Then after this unit, we have the mixed water going to the pre-measure of the mash tun. And here is the temperature sensor, which is connected with the PLC system for detecting the right temperature. And here is the flow meter for checking the water amount via the mashing process. Here is another side of the mash tun. So as you can remember, from this side to the front side, we have a larger boiling vessel. So here, we want to firstly tell you that we need the better protection while the brewing process. So we have a different emergency button here for the control of the pump, the stirrer unit of mash, lauter, and so on. We are at another side of the brew house unit. So here is mash tun. Firstly, I want to introduce you that we have the 4 emergency button here, which is connected with the mash stirrer, lauter stirrer, mash pump, and the screw pump for the grain spinning out. So just in case you want to reach to the brew house easier for the protection operation. And next one is the lauter tun here. So this side we have the pneumatic valve for discharging the spent grain. And this is the connector for connecting with the screw pump. And after the pump, we have the longer piping extended to outside of the facility for keeping the spent grain. And here, this is another differential pressure sensor, which is installed for the lautering process control. And for the lauter tun, we have something with different design. So as you can see, the bottom construction here, we don't have too much welding below the bottom part, and we have a different small unit for fixing the whole bottom part. This means we are doing very less welding. With very less welding, you don't have the extra risk that you have the bottom plate out of the shape. So that brings you more guarantee that the bottom of the lauter tun is more flat. And here is another wort grind. When you are doing lautering process, you firstly have the wort going from lauter tun to this wort grind. After that, you have the pump pumping the wort for circulation or to the next vessel. And one more thing here, for the pumps, you can see from here, we have all the pump for the liquid transfer with the water cooling for the mechanical sealing part. Here is the boiling vessel, and the back side is the buffer tank. Of course, the buffer tank is somehow simple. This is just for the storage. So for the boiling vessel, actually we have the vessel installed with the side, bottom, jacket, and also the internal heater inside for better evaporation while the boiling process. And the pump here right now is running for the circulation during the boiling process. We will see later how it works inside. And this vessel here is the whirlpool. So we have because the bottom of this vessel is like the lauter tun. So we have the same construction at the bottom part. And also, you can see at the central part of the whirlpool tank, we have a motor and also the spray nozzle, which is for the better draining after the boiling process. After the whirlpool process, it is time for the wort cooling. So it's just where I am. And firstly, I want to introduce you the aeration station here. So we have inside the steam line with a necessary valve filter for the sterilization of the air for wort cooling. And here this part is with a different stage filter for the clean air for the aeration. And backside is the wort cooling. So this is a two-stage plate heat exchanger, and we use the cold water from the water station coming for wort cooling. Then after the wort cooling, we have the hot water going back to the hot water tank for the next brew. So from my backside, you see a lot of piping works. So actually we have the piping works coming from the water station of the other part of the brewery. So we have the hot water coming, the brew water coming, the CIP line coming, and also the pipe with the insulation here is the steam part from the steam generator to the brew house unit. So for the heat exchanger here, this is the outlet after the water cooling, and we have the cooling wort going through this flow meter, and here this part is connected with the aeration unit. Then after that, you choose to take a sample from here or not. Then you have this line going to the cellar unit. We will go there later. And here there's one part we think this is more professional for the brew house configuration is the steam part. So take the boiling vessel for example, and we have the steam coming from the steam distributor in another room, and here is the main line for the steam supply. So here this is the main stop valve, and here we have the filter, and this part is actually a regulation valve for change the steam amount while the heating process. And here is a pressure sensor for detecting the steam pressure, and after that the PLC gave the order for the regulation. And this is the main part for the steam supply of this vessel. After that we have three separate lines. They're going differently to the side steam jacket, the bottom steam jacket, and steam heater inside. So this is for the steam coming, and also for each line we have the different parts with every branch line with the safety unit. This is and we think this brings more guarantee for the steam heating. And also for the condensing part, firstly we have the bypass for condensing of the main line of the steam supply, and for every condensing pipe we have the filter, the trap valve, the one-way valve. So this brings us even better heating efficiency, and also with this setup working for the boiling or mash tun heating, we don't have the water hammer problem at all. So here is the water station, which is for supporting the whole brew house unit operation. And this one is the brewing water tank. The other one is the ice water tank for the water cooling. So both tanks look much bigger, but don't forget that we designed the whole water station for in total 10 brews every day. That's why we are making them so big. And for every tank we have 2 pumps together. So with 2 pumps installed together, you can just switch to the other one when there is one pump needed maintenance. So here is brew water tank, here is the ice water tank, and here is another plate heat exchanger, because we use this for heat exchanging with the glycol from the city. And after that we have the cold water inside the ice water tank, which is always ready for the water cooling. And right now we are moving to the hot area, and this part here is the hot water tank. This is also bigger for more brews every day. And this part in front of the tank is the steam heating unit for the hot water tank. So this is different with the normal design used for the microbrewery. Here we are using the tubular heat exchanger for the water circulation and heat exchanging with the steam. This brings actually the higher efficiency for the water heating. So this part is with 3 pumps together. So 2 pumps for transferring the hot water for the brew house, and 1 pump for the circulation for heating the hot water inside. And right now we go a few steps forward again. Here is actually a sugar tank, because this is a more customized brewery. So this plant here, we also want to add the sugar while the brewing process. So here we have the one tank here with sugar inside, and this part is for the weight measurement of the sugar. Then we bring the more precise sugar weight control for the sugar using while the brewing. So next one, there is still one small tank. This is actually a separate caustic tank, which is connected with the brew house. So with this tank connected with the brew house, and we do the cleaning process by the CIP pump installed with the brew house together. Here is one small tank, which is actually the hot caustic tank for the brew house unit. This tank is connected with the brew house for the cleaning, and every time after the cleaning of the brew house, you can also transfer the caustic back to this vessel for reusing. Now I am at the area between the fermentation tanks and the CIP station here. So firstly, for the CIP station, we have in total 5 vessels. So from this end, we have the hot water tank, the water tank, the hot caustic tank, cold caustic tank, and that one sterilized water tank. And as you can see, we have the whole CIP station connected with all pneumatic valves. And we use this CIP station here typically for the cellar cleaning. And the whole cleaning process is actually automatic. This area is actually between the cellar part and the CIP station here. So firstly, for the CIP station, we have in total 5 vessels consisting the whole CIP unit. So from this end, we have the hot water tank, the clean water tank, the hot caustic tank, the cold caustic tank, and this one, the sterilized water tank. So we have the whole CIP station connected with the fixed piping line and all the pneumatic valve. So once we have the CIP station started, we can finish the cleaning process automatically. So here we have the 2-part piping switch panel, and this part is for the cleaning of the piping works of the cellar area, and this part is actually connected with the tanks. So it's typically for the tanks cleaning. And from the back side of the switch panel here, we have all the pipings here going to the cellar area for different tanks cleaning. And this end, we have the 2 piping switch panel for the CIP station. So this one here is used for the piping works cleaning of the cellar area, and this part is for the tanks. So we have separate function, and all the pipings here at back side of the switch panel, they are going to the cellar area connected with all different tanks. And from this corner, we have 2 pumps inside. Both are pumps for supplying the CIP to the cellar area, but separately for the piping and tanks cleaning. So it's like the function of the 2 different piping switch panel here. We have also 2 pumps separately for the CIP supply up to the piping and the tanks. And here, this part is the steam heat unit, and we do the same way like the one for the hot water tank. Here, my left side, this is the whole cellar area, and we have the fermentation tanks and the dry beer tanks with different volume. Following the size of the brew house, because the brew house is 25 hectare for every brew. So here we have the fermentation tank size from 25 hectare, 50 hectare, and here the bigger one 100 hectare. And here we also have 2 smaller tanks. They are for the yeast purification. The whole cellar area here, this is only for the stage 1, but we are also having the future plan for further expansion. We have the stage 2 and stage 3. So for the beginning, we have the whole cellar area configured with all hard piping. So it's just like what's in front of me. And So we have the different piping with different function, and this one here is for the exhausting air from the fermentation process. And here we have the safety valve for the single tanks. Normally it is installed with the CRB arm, but here we change the position to here for easier pressure regulation. And the next pipe here, this is for the blowing off before the CIP cleaning. The second one is for CO2, and the fourth one is for CIP coming. And actually this line is for the tanks cleaning. And below this 4 piping here, we have one switch panel. I mean the piping switch panel. Actually, we do each 2 tanks with 1 piping switch panel here. For every piping switch panel, we have in total 5 levels connection here. And from the first level here, this is actually for the cold water transfer from the brew house. So after the water cooling of the brew house, we have the water transfer by the fixed piping to here. And here is for connection. Actually, at the back side, we also have the piping also for the water transfer to other tanks. So here, the next one, this is actually for the beer. And after we have all the beers ready in the tanks, we have the piping from here connected with here and all going to the filling area. And for the 3rd and 4th level piping connection here, this is more for the piping cleaning. So you can use the chemicals, and also sometimes you use the clean water for the cleaning of all the fixed piping here. So the bottom part is actually for the CIP returning. So this is how every piping switch panel works. And here for the fermenter of 100 hectare size, we have something different at the bottom part. As you can see, we have a coin here, a small coin, connect with the flange connection of the main part of the tank. So actually this is mainly for the better checking and maintenance in the future if we want to check the seater inside the tank. And here at the bottom part we have 2 lines, and both lines are connected with the piping switch panel in front of the tanks. So here, the one at back side is actually for CIP, it's always for CIP. And this one here is for draining and beer out. So this is simple. And here, we have one side glass. Actually, you know, before we have the wort go into the tanks, we need to check if is water or wort inside the tank. So here, with 2 valves here and one side glass, we check if we are having the wort coming. Then, when there is a wort coming, not water, we just change to operate the valve for getting the wort inside the tank for the fermentation in the coming days. So for the planning stage 1 of the whole cellar air unit here, right now we have the fermentation tanks in 2 lines. So here for the planning stage 1 of the cellar area, right now we have 2 lines tanks here. So my left side and the right side. So the position where I am is just at the back side of the 2 lines here. And here above me we have all the stainless piping. So as I said, this is just for the stage 1 of the fermentation area here. And we have all the fermentation tanks here in 2 lines, separated at my left side and my right side. So the position where I am right now is just at the back side of the 2 line tanks. So here we have the fixed piping above me. They are for the material transfer, exhausting, for the beer, for water, for CIP. As you can imagine, all the piping here, they are connected with the piping switch panel and all the fixed piping in front of the fermentation area. And also here, this is a glycol part, I mean the piping with the black tips here. For every tank here, we have each tank with 3 parts cooling jackets. So like you can see here, we have 3 different glycol piping loop here, and we can do every jacket with a separate control, and every glycol line connected with the jacket of the tanks with the 2 ball valves and 1 solenoid valve for the glycol control. So just in case that you want to maintain the glycol loop or change something, you can just close the 2 valve here and change the solenoid valve here. So this is a way that we can avoid wasting the extra glycol liquid of the whole glycol loop here. So actually today is not the first brew, and this is the lager beer of our first brew. Today is ready for drinking. Now we're back. So right now is the end of the day, and thanks very much for watching the introduction of the whole plant. And from all my explanation here, I hope there is something that you can use for your own brewery, or if you have some questions, just get back to us, and we can share different knowledge, and if possible, we can make some proposal for you. So we are looking forward right now for the next project. We have the final completion of the next project. We will make the new one for sharing. So cheers everybody, see you next time.